Hey, this is Matt Baker, and today I will be giving you a movie review for the movie The Creator, which is a movie about basically an AI in the future that is under attack from the evil human beings, and there's basically this super weapon that the AI creates, which is a cute little baby, and the evil humans are basically out to kill all these poor little helpless AIs. I long for the days before I was awakened, before I was aware of all of the predictive programming and of the mind control that they put into these movies, because it's actually a beautiful movie. I think the art direction is absolutely top notch. All of the scenes are beautiful. The cinematography is beautiful. The architecture is beautiful. It's just a very visually pleasing movie. There's so many homages in the movie, from Blade Runner, 2010, 2001 Space Odyssey, Star Wars, The Matrix, Avatar, Independence Day. There's elements of all these different movies. But real quick, let me just play you a clip of me when I exit the movie theater. And it's right here.
The Creator. Is it a good movie? Yes. Hollywood movie? Yes. But my God, is there enough predictive programming in that movie? What did you think? I just gotta say, the laser beams, like, that was exact replica of what happened in Hawaii, over a Hawaiian type thing. And then the blue roofs. Did you see that?
I saw the blue roofs.
Blue roofs, laser beams, sky.
Connect the dots for us, though, on that.
So anyway, the number one takeaway of this movie, and the reason why I'm actually making this particular review, is because what is the deal with the laser beams and the blue roofs in the movie? I mean, that cannot be a coincidence. And what is the chances that before, in Hawaii, before the fires, there was the laser beams that crossed the sky that they said were actually measuring the height and the depth of things that people have postulated were possibly so that they could guide their energy weapons to burn down Hawaii. Now, I'm not even buying in one way or another to the energy weapon theory, although there's been a lot of great videos made by like Greg Reese that have pointed out that this is very highly possible, at the very least, if not probable. That aside, then you have the blue roof phenomenon, the fact that all of these blue things did not burn on the island, and people have shown videos of where the laser beams won't burn blue because of the way the light is tuned. And so in this movie, they have these scanning laser beams constantly all the way throughout the movie. I managed to find two tiny little clips from the trailer, but in the actual physical movie itself, there's a lot more visuals of these lasers crossing and scanning the line, and they show it like going over mountains and like getting topographical three-dimensional models of the land before they do the attacks. And then there's this scene where it's like I don't know if it's Vietnam or what, but the island looks very like Hawaii, and there's the laser beams coming across the island. And then there's this village with blue roofs, like out of control. Everything in the village has blue roofs, and everything else in the art direction of the movie is very like in tune. So it's like if they're in Vietnam, you have the rice paddies and the little houses and the shacks, and even the technology is like in the style of the area. So the idea of just random blue roofs out of nowhere with the laser beams, it's just, to me, there's no way it's a coincidence. It's just beyond the pale for me. And there's also another weirdness in the movie where he's constantly saying they're not real, that the AIs are not real. And it's very reminiscent now of those motherfuckers are not real on the plane chick. So I'm just like wondering, like, is this some kind of like advertisement scheme? Because it's not funny especially if you're definitely using the blue roofs and the Hawaiian tragedy for an advertisement for your movie. Other than that, I mean, is it possible that the director is psychic and just foresaw this whole blue roof and laser beam thing? You be the judge. You tell me in the comments what you think. Now, that aside, I'm gonna start doing some spoilers. So if you don't want the movie spoiled, it is a good movie. I would go watch it. I enjoyed it. And if you could like literally turn off your mind of like watching and scanning things for conspiracy theories and predictive programming, it's a fun movie. It's beautiful. The acting is probably one of the weaker parts in the movie. It wasn't bad acting, but it also wasn't good acting. There was no scene that really grabbed me physically from the acting. Visually, again, lots to grab you and a feast for the eyes, for sure. But the overall theme of the movie is that the human beings are the evil people trying to destroy the poor AIs. And to be clear, like I say in the clip, the human beings aren't even fighting the AI. It's the Americans are fighting the AI. The rest of the world's getting along peacefully and lovingly with the AI, but the evil Americans. And in the movie, as they're like killing AIs, you'll see them like using old school tactics from like propaganda movies, where it's like the Germans will be like, when they're killing people, like you just see this evil in the face of the humans that are killing these poor little robots, right? So in the movie, the AI isn't doing any omnipotent thinking or outsmarting people or doing any crazy stuff. It's just this cute little kid who's just here to save the world. Basically, this robot, again, spoiler, is will be capable when it becomes fully, alive in its programming. It will be able to turn off all robotic and computerized things on planet Earth. And then there's actually a scene in it where it basically hacks into the cars and shuts everything down. So it can shut down bombs, it can shut down nuclear weapons. And they actually, in the movie, one of the premises of the movie is there's like a nuclear explosion that the AI let off. But then the AI comes out and was like, that was a human error, programming error. That wasn't our fault. We didn't do it on purpose. We're just the poor little cute AIs that live in like rice paddies, and they're like living in these like little huts, like in Vietnam. And they really play on this imagery of like the evil Americans, and reminding you of evil Americans killing the Vietnamese and evil Americans. And there's even some imagery of slavery in it. The black protagonist, who does a decent job acting, not bad, not good, at one point he's like behind bars and he's sweating and it's in the dark. It's like patented slavery imagery. And so the kid, all he wants is the AIs to be free. And so we're the oppressors oppressing the poor AI, and we're enslaving the AI. And then they bring in this slavery imagery, and they bring in the evil American empire imagery. And basically it's like Americans are the bad guys and the AIs are just here to save the planet, So I think the movie is definitely worth a watch, and I just have to get the movie out there because of this predictive programming, or whatever you would call it. This blue roofs and the laser beams is just beyond the level that I just can't even understand. The female actress who plays the kid does a pretty decent job, although the role doesn't really call for much, and she is from San Diego, so I'm not going to talk bad about her being a San Diegan. But the shaved head, so it's a very androgynous character, transy, you might say. I'm not talking bad about this girl because she seems like a nice girl. In the end of the movie, spoiler, there is like basically there's this now religion forming around this child, and it's like the golden child. They even have like it's almost like the golden child from Eddie Murphy, where so they go up to the ashram, and there's this big Buddhist temple, and they're all the great AIs are sitting there just loving everything. And so when the AI performs its superpower, which is shutting down electronics and stuff like that, it goes like this, like, so it's like praying. They have this praying imagery, and then the AI itself is called Alpha Omega. So Alpha Omega. So it's total blasphemous. So this AI God is the beginning and the end, and it's here to save humanity. And if only human beings could just stop being evil bastards. And it's funny because in the movie, normally it would be like the evil white man, but actually the general in this is kind of reminiscent of the movie Avatar, but it's a white woman, and she is now the evil white woman. So welcome to the club, white ladies. You're now the evil oppressor too. You might consider becoming transgender or something so you can be in the club. And the only American who's actually cool is the black guy, again, with the slavery imagery. He understands, he gets the oppression, and he's there to save the poor little AI, which all I wanted to do was just save humanity after all. Anyway, so I'm going to play you the full trailer right now, and then just let me know what you think. I just had to get this video out. Peace.
What's heaven?
It's a peaceful place in the sky.
Are you going to heaven?
No. You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
So, we're the same. We can't go to heaven. Because you're not good. And I'm not a person. They're coming to get me.
I'm like a bodyguard. I'm getting you out of this.
Take care of her.
I promise. Seatbelts.